I transformed my storage room from this to this in hardcore Minecraft. But this storage room is holding a secret, a deep, dark secret. Lurking within my storage room is the single most dangerous mob in all of Minecraft. Oh! So make sure you're staying till the end of the video to see how that goes. And of course, if you enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like to show your support. Anyways, let's get into the video. Hello everyone, my name is Frog19 and welcome back, baby, to some more hardcore Minecraft. Now in the last video we finished the archway behind me. Well, mostly, I haven't even touched the back yet. But we did get the front finished and it looks incredible, so if you're interested in seeing that, make sure to go check out the last episode. But what I have planned for this one is absolutely crazy. So the Copper Age update has come out, which brings a lot of new items. You can see in the top right, I'm getting all of the new recipes, all the armor and tools, copper bars. This update really brought so much, it's so cool, but one feature in particular I think has so much potential. So one of the big problems in this world is storage. Here in this house, this is all of the storage I have, and there's not that much space. You can see my main area here is now overflowing into the other areas, and it's a mess. I have stuff everywhere. It's a mess. But if you craft a block of copper and grab a carved pumpkin, the new update brings this, a copper golem. So basically how it works is you put items into the copper one, and then the copper golem here will grab them and put them into regular chests. So it's a super easy way to automatically sort items in this game without having to do a million hoppers. But I think I've come up with a super cool idea that I have not seen anybody else do. And I've actually got it started, so if we go into the basement, you'll notice all of this. I've cleared out so much more space, and I've even started on building the storage room. Over here will be the entrance, and you might notice we have the blocks for the copper golem, but then there's another area here. So this will be a walkway with glass panels here. And rather than just watching the copper golems work, I'm planning on building a zoo within my storage system. Okay, so I'm in a creative world to show you what I mean. Okay, so basically this is how it's going to work. We're going to have the copper golem here, doing his business, sorting all of my items, and then we're going to have another mob inside that will act as a zoo. So we'll be able to have a whole walkway full of these little modules that will serve a functional purpose of sorting all my items while also being super cool and having a zoo in my hardcore world. So it's not exactly how it's going to be built in the world, but the principle is that hoppers will send items to the copper chest, they'll try and sort it, and if they can't fit anything in those ones, they'll send them to this chest, which will then move on to the next module. So if you imagine that I had a bunch of these in a line, you'd see that the items would just slowly but surely make their way along and everything would be sorted. So this is by no means a quick sorting system, but it should be super cool and interesting, and again, I've never seen someone do this before. Actually, I have to double check something. Okay, I need to make sure that blazes can't see you through chests. Okay, so as far as I can tell, blazes cannot see you through the gaps of the chest, so we should be good. Okay, well with all that said, I think it's time I just start working. I can't keep putting this off. Let's do some work. I think I'm going to work on getting the center area done, so building up all of the chests and then doing a little bit of detailing. So let's go do that. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of this on stream, so if you want to catch my streams, make sure you're subscribed, and follow my Twitch as well, because I will be streaming there sometimes. It's Frog19 Live at twitch.tv. Whatever happened to Saturday night? When you dressed up sharp and you feel alright. When Eddie said he didn't like his teddy, you knew he was a no good kid. Okay, so we're done with the chests. This is going to be a massive storage system. This is way bigger than I actually need. There's something I want to mention about the names of the mobs in the zoo. I think it would be really fun if you guys got to name them, so leave some suggestions in the comments for what I should name some of the mobs. If there's a mob in particular that you want, like maybe an axolotl or a polar bear or whatever mob that you want, just let me know and say the name, and yeah, I might choose it. Chances are I'm not going to get all of the mobs fit into the zoo in this episode. I think it might be fun if it's like a series-long endeavor where every episode I get a few, so then just keep suggesting names, and yeah, eventually it will be filled out and hopefully your name gets picked. Okay, so this is going to be the block palette for this build. I am absolutely in love with this. I think it's so gorgeous, and yet it's still really unique. I mean, raw iron is one of my favorite blocks, and I've never built with it before, and it just works so perfectly with calcite, another one of my favorites, and amethyst, which of course we've used both in the main house upstairs. And then spruce is the best wood, and stone bricks are just classic. So it's going to take a while, but I'm going to try and figure out how I can decorate this. Yep, let the decorating begin. Somebody in the stream just asked, how do I enjoy playing on a single player world? And I think that's a great question, and I want to talk about it because most of it comes down to you. So although I have played a lot of single player before I started YouTube and recording, it would often fizzle out within a few months and I would never go back to those same worlds, but this one has lasted forever. And I think one of the big reasons is you guys. It's so nice having you guys to make these videos for, and I just want to say thank you, not only for all of the support I get on these videos, but also just for encouraging and making Minecraft more fun to play. So thank you all for watching, and yeah, let's get back to the build. Okay, so I'm thinking this might be the floor design. It's really cluttery and messy, but it has a lot of structure and form, and I think it might grow on me. I quite like it. I spent a lot of time messing around with these stairs, and I'm really a fan of them right now. Because they kind of have this like alternating pattern, it makes a little like butterfly or firefly effect. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, but it kind of looks like little butterfly or little fireflies, which is really cool. And I'm working with the raw iron, which I really wanted to do. I think it's a beautiful block, and I think I like this. It's very bright, which is good, and it's super unique. I've never seen anything else like this, so I think this is it. Okay, so we now have most of the floor done, but I have this center walkway. I'm making it a little asymmetrical as well, but I need to figure out the design for that, and I think I'll do one of those void floors, so I have to clear out a bunch of space, make some concrete, and then do a bunch of glass layers, but it should look super cool. And I'm out of everything. I don't have enough glass, don't have enough concrete. Oh, I made a mistake. I want the top layer to be purple, and I started with purple, which would make the top layer pink, and glass is so slow to break. So not to bring up another feature I think that Mojang should add to the game, but Minecraft totally needs a glass breaker. And since netherite is a little bit underutilized right now, they should definitely add a lot of like quality of life tools that you can only craft with netherite. So like maybe you'd craft the concrete mixer with netherite, or you'd craft the glass breaker with netherite and it would instantly mine glass. I don't know, I feel like netherite needs to have some more quality of life stuff to make the endgame feel more satisfying. Anyways, now that I've fixed the mistake, let's put pink down first. Not purple, pink. Okay, and the floor looks like this. Oh, wait, this doesn't look good at all. Why is the glass so like square? I thought it was more connected. Is there not supposed to be a gap in between them? Is that the problem? Okay, yeah, I definitely was not supposed to have gaps in between, because this actually looks really cool and this looks like butt cheeks. That means I have to break all of this glass again. You're joking. Hello everyone, my name is... I forgot that this was the middle of a video. Anyways, it's a new day, and I've done a lot of work on this storage system. So as you can see, I finished the void floor, but I've also done a lot of work on the roof, and I think it looks incredible. It kind of has like a Krusty Krab shape. Ignore that chest, I just haven't got to it yet. But I also started on organizing how we're going to sort the items. So as you can see, there's these 3x3 blocks above the chest, and there's a 3x3 section of chest. So each one of these blocks will correspond exactly to what's on there. Now some of them are going to be a bit more abstract, like this one is not just for the chiseled, it's going to be all special stone blocks. But you can see over here we have diorite, andesite, then granite. Diorite, andesite, and granite. So it's going to be super well organized and super easy to tell where everything is. So as of right now, the decoration is coming along very well, but I have no functionality yet, so I think I'm going to work on the copper golem bits just for right now. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this build. With the big archway, I was definitely getting tired at the end, because it's just such a massive build, and a lot of it was so samey, so this is really fun to come in and do something a little bit more intricate and unique, and yeah, it's really nice to come back and play a lot of Minecraft again. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of glass for this build, so I just got a bunch of sand, and yeah, let's do that. So one of the things I want to do is make sure that the mobs in the zoo slightly correspond to what items are stored in their module. So this is going to be my soils chest, and I'm going to put the sheep there. I feel like sheep kind of represent soil, you know, they eat grass and whatnot. Okay, cat, just walk right by me, I'm not like I'm recording. So yeah, we're gonna have the sheep here in the soil section, and there we go. The first ground is done. Okay, I'm working on the roof for the zoo enclosures. Oops. And I'm just gonna, oops. Oh my goodness, I'm bad at this game. I just want to try something really simple. Like, how would that look? Just have it like go straight up. I think that's perfect. The enclosure's not fully done, as you can see. There's a big hole in it, and there's no mob or copper golem, but this is how it's going to look. I managed to fit a little splash of color with the amethyst in there. I think that looks really cool. It's really fun, and this is just perfect. I think this is exactly what I was going for, and this will be Joshua Dingle Sauce, the pink sheep's enclosure. Actually, this beehive just reminded me I need to make a bee farm, or I mean a honey farm. Basically, the elevator I want to use requires a lot of honey blocks, so I'm going to need a farm. And here we are, the first mob of our zoo, Joshua Dingle Sauce. Now I do have to dye him. I'm not going to bother finding a natural pink sheep. Don't hate me, I'm lazy. Plop, pink sheep! And Joshua Dingle Sauce. Go down into the light pit. Thank you. Get into your home. And Joshua Dingle Sauce is home. Adding some functionality to the zoo enclosure, we need to make it so that the copper golem can place something in a chest here. And then these items that he puts into here will be filtered into a copper chest. Okay, I'm going to do a test in the creative world to see how copper golems work. I want to see if they can see this chest behind a copper one. So right now I have hoppers in here. That's the item I'm going to put into the copper chest, and the rest of these are filled with filler, glass. I want to see if he can see the items in here as well. Like, will he prioritize putting them in here? Can he see a chest through a trapdoor? And if not, will he go here first, or will he go to this one? So there's a lot to test. Let me do all this. Okay, he's grabbing the hoppers. And he can see them! And now here's where I get nervous. Is he going to go over here? Or is he going to see this top left one? No! Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. Just a light gray stained pane glass. This thing. It's like super not noticeable, and it is a full block tall. So we'll see if he uses it. Now, will he jump up top? Oh, let's go! That's so good! Plop, 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 kablamo. I really need to get this bee farm or this honey farm going because I need to wax all of these chests, and I need the honey blocks for the elevator. Okay, so I think this should be it. Once I do this, there we go. So now this whole module is done. I just need to link it up to everything else, do it like a million more times, and then the storage system, I think, is just done. Okay, we're actually making a lot of progress on this, way more than I thought I would. Pretty much all of the modules here are mostly done. But yeah, like this is coming along a lot faster than I thought. So that's really nice. Okay, and just like that, we have a second copper golem module. I haven't put a mob in here yet, but I have a nice little floor, and I'm just going to do this a bunch now. I'm going to get the copper golems going, and I think I'll just drop the mobs in, so that way I can get items actually sorting in. Oh, look at that, he's actually doing it. Okay, I'm going to do my first test. I should be able to fill this up with stone, and it will cycle, or it will filter into here. He'll pick it up, and then put it into those chests. But then if I put some diorite or like some granite in here too, it should get seen by this guy. He'll look through all those chests, notice there's no granite. He'll send it to this one. He'll look, say there's no granite. He'll send it to this guy and he'll say there's granite, and he'll filter or he'll sort it. My brain is so fried right now. This is a lot of work. Speaking of a lot of work, this video is taking a lot of work right now. So if you're enjoying it, make sure you're subscribed and give it a like if you're enjoying it. I think I already said that. Again, my brain is fried, I'm sorry. It's so fun watching the copper golems work. Like, you're just walking around and the chests are opening. It brings so much life to the build. This is so cool. And then of course, once we get all the mobs in here into the zoo, this will bring so much more life again, because there's going to be different sounds, and you know, we got Joshua here, Mr. Dingle Sauce. but eventually we'll get tons and it will be super cool. Okay, remember how I said this was going to be a lot of work? Well, I wasn't lying. So let me just turn my camera up and boom. Look at all of this. This is actually crazy. So we got the roof of this thing pretty much done. You can see I've also started on how we're going to be organizing it. So again, we have the 3x3 grid of blocks up above and then the 3x3 grid of chests, and each block will correspond to a certain thing. So I'm using stairs to represent special blocks. So you can see, especially in the wood, I have stairs for each of the types of wood. That corresponds to all of the special ones. But I've also worked more outside of this area, so let me just head back here. You can see we've got started on our actual sorting system, and I'm even working on getting everything from my main storage system sorted into all the chests. So here we go, you can see the copper golem's hard at work putting the granite in there because no granite exists there. This one, it looks like granite might exist, so eventually this guy will open the chest, see the granite, and put it into the chest. We do have our one sheep, we have a cat, and I've done an interior over here. I'm gonna put a panda in here. One of the comments on I think my short recommended that I call a panda Po, like from Kung Fu Panda, and I absolutely love that. And then I have a little lush area here. I don't know what I'll put in here, something. And then over on the back side, I'm going to be putting a staircase. Now this solves a couple issues. Number one is I wanted to have a big auto furnace array, whatever, super smelter. But the problem with having it on the same level is that first it will mess up with the hopper. I would have had to bring the hoppers down and then have a thing that would shoot the items back up to get them into this line again. But by doing stairs, I can just bring the hoppers around and go under the stairs. So that solves one issue. And another thing that's good about having the stairs is the walkway for the zoo won't be obstructed at all by like a big super smelter array. And because I'm not going to be using the smelter all that much, I don't mind if it's a little bit more out of the way and up some stairs. And then I don't remember if I put this in the video, but I did make a honey farm, so now we have an elevator that goes up, and I changed the entrance to the area a little bit. Whee! So it's just if you go down here where we have like the sugarcane and the cobblestone farm. Down this way, we have a really basic iron farm. Or, I mean honey farm. But it's actually doing pretty good. You can see we're getting quite a bit of honey blocks, and what are these things called? Honeycombs. Now, I actually really like the honeycomb blocks. I think that they look really good. Like, they definitely stand out, but I think I'm going to try... Oh, whoa, how do you break them? What? Huh. What do you use? Maybe it's a hoe. Anyways, I think I'm going to try and use honeycomb blocks at some point in this base, but I don't know where yet. I also need to move my snow farm with the shovels and you get snow. What I was thinking is, what if instead of doing a aquarium in this corner like all the other corners, what if I just moved the snow golem here and then I use the snow golem in the zoo as my snow farm? That would be kind of nice, and it would add a bit more practicality to the base, because right now a lot of this is just for looks. Actually, I think I just realized the problem with my design. Although it's not really a problem, and I'll say the solution in a sec, but one of the mobs I wanted to add was just over here. He's my boy, he's my baby boy, Yogurt. But Yogurt might be a little bit too big, so unfortunately I might have to kill Yogurt once to make it so that there's 2 or 3 of the smaller size slimes. I'm going to try and see if he can fit as is right now, but I do really want Yogurt to go into the zoo, so I might have to kill him just once. So far I can confidently say that I am absolutely loving this base, or this build, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too, because this is super cool. I've been doing a lot of stuff off camera lately, and I want to get back into recording more of what I'm doing. Maybe what I'll work on right now is figuring out the entranceway. This is a really important area because it's going to lead you into both the storage system and both wings of the zoo. So I want to make sure that it's grand and like has leading lines to everywhere that you want to, or that you might want to go. First thing we have to do is kind of deal with these chests that I've just been letting live here. I think they're just going to temporarily live here in the middle now. So now let's think about what we want to do. Obviously for the floor, I'm not going to be doing something like crazy like this. I'm going to keep it more simple and maybe do some line type stuff that will draw you in over here. Like maybe I'll make it so that like, imagine, do I have blocks? I don't. Imagine a pathway that kind of works like this. So this one, it will kind of curve from that side, but it will still lead your eyes back over here. I think that if I try and curve it from here, like this side, it's going to be too much right at the front, and it will be better if I have it curved coming from the storage room. So this is going to be the shape of the pathway, and then it's just about choosing the blocks and decorating around it. I wish calcite had a brick variant. Like, it's such a nice block. It's such a shame that it doesn't have any variants. I am running into the problem that this fog void floor thing is not centered, so this side does have an extra one. I might want to address that somehow. Maybe do something like that. Keep it asymmetrical, but have it become symmetrical, you know? I'm not totally sure how I feel about the amethyst going from the void floor. I'm wondering if I should have like a 1-block void floor in here, that it might be worth it. Okay, I just ran out of glass. I need like 6 more pieces, but this is how it looks with a gradual slope, and you know what? I kind of like that, actually. Like, I think it works. Over here, it doesn't look great. I think this entire area should be that level, like 1 block lower. But besides that, I think this actually looks amazing. I'm surprised I've never seen a gradual slope in a void floor. This looks really good. I really need to get that auto smelter thing going, because right now, I am always out of glass. But actually, because I don't need a lot, I'm just going to trade with the villagers. Also, I don't know if I showed it in the video, but in the villager trading hall thing, I have access to the roof of the place here, which is kind of nice if I ever need to do something. Yeah, that looks way better having those other blocks down. Yeah, that looks really good. I kind of wish that the snow block wasn't visible, but maybe if I just do something like this, and I put like calcite here, it won't be as noticeable. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Something I'm noticing that's a bit of a problem is that the roof above the entranceway here is an even number, which means I'm not going to have a true center, but maybe it's not that big of a deal. Okay, I think this should be enough to do the dome. I'm just going to build it all out of waxed, or the oxidized ones. The only reason I didn't use the oxidized here was because I had so much of the non-oxidized from Trial Chamber and just crafting over the time. Okay, I think that's coming along. I have no idea how this looks from down below, but it looks cool from up here, so I might have to go back and redo it, and I haven't added any lighting, but let's check it out. Oh! Okay, that might work. What are those called? Let's get some redstone lamps in here. Okay, and with the light, it looks like this. Now, one of the things that is worrying me a little bit is I might like the color of the unoxidized ones more. I think I'm liking the orange more than the green, which makes me a little bit worried because then I would have to go and strip, or whatever it's called, deoxidize everything in here once it's oxidized, and then wax it, and same with here. Oh, this is a little bit worrisome. I don't know, I think I have to let you guys choose. Do you like the orange unoxidized look, or do you like the oxidized look? Because I'm really not so sure. At least I just made that huge honey farm, so if I need to wax it all, it's really not that big of a deal. Maybe I could do something just a bit more simple, like in the walls have this there. That might look good. If I add more shape to the stone bricks, it might look good, like if I make it like an archway or something. Alright, do you want to see what I came up with? Here it is! Boom! I actually really like it. It's like totally silly and quirky and fun, and I think it actually works really well with the rest of the base. Again, purple and yellow are opposite colors, like opposite on the color wheel, so they work really well together. They're called complementary. So it's really fun to be able to add more yellow. It also ties more into the redstone lamps, and it brings so much life here. Also, adding the honey into the walls makes it really easy to put the pumpkins down. It like just totally blends them together. I really like this design. Okay, I have some bad news. I've actually run into a bit of a problem with the storage system. Right now, this is my overflow, so if anything gets into here, it means it didn't get sorted. Well, polished diorite, you can see he even has some in his hand right now. Polished diorite has a spot, and actually I just put some more in there, and I also put, which one was it? And I also put some pale oak trap doors in there. Now if you look at the grid, you'll notice this is the top right, polished diorite is the top right as well. So something's going on with the top right chest, and the copper golem's not checking it before going into here. So this is the one with the diorite. It's in that chest right there. He should jump up onto the chest and reach it, but for whatever reason, he's not. I'm thinking if I just extend the glass over there, like have 2 blocks of glass, he might be able to reach it. That's my thought right now. Shove this guy a little bit out of the way. There we go. So I'm hoping now, if he can stand on this block, he'll be more likely to reach up there. And actually, I can probably get rid of this. He should be able to reach them all. That's a much better spot. I think I have to go through all of the cages and replace this glass pane and just move it over here. It's a little annoying, but really it's not that bad. Like, as far as solutions to a major storage system go, this was really good. And actually it should make it faster too, because now he can just jump onto this one glass pane and reach every single chest, whereas before he had to start here and then move over here to continue looking. So this should actually just speed everything up as well. Oh my god, a second cat spawned inside. Okay, I have to rename that one. Okay, I'm gonna name this one Binks after the cat from Hocus Pocus. Hi! Hey Binks! I think I decided what I'm going to be putting into this final slot. It's gonna be my redstone chest. And actually doing it's gonna be really easy. I can just like drop one of every item. Now I pretty much just go through and do this. Okay, and just like that, we have our redstone chest done. Now all I need is to find warped wood, and then the entire first half is done. Except for obviously I haven't finished putting in all the animals and the walkways in between, but this is really coming along. I'm in awe that this is coming together as well as it is. I did not consider that they could oxidize. Huh. Okay, I guess I have to wax all these guys too. Can you not wax them? Oh, okay, it's been a few days and I've done a lot of work once again, so let me show you what I've done. So I built a staircase that goes up to a smelting area, and I put a hole in the staircase so that you can still access the walkway to the zoo. I really like this. It's gonna lead to like a really big exhibit here. Maybe I'll put like a huge frog exhibit here. That way that I can fit a whole bunch, and I think that would be really cool. But moving backwards, if we go up the stairs, I actually finished the smelter as well. I know I said I wanted to do more like recording what I was doing, but I just did this at night. I'm sorry. So it's really simple. We have signs to kind of direct you in how to use it. You put the item you want to smelt in here, and if you need to add fuel, you add it into here, and then you press this and you'll notice that the minecart goes through, and it will evenly disperse all of the items. Turn it off when you're done dispersing the items, and they'll all end up in these furnaces, which have hoppers that lead to this chest. So it's super good. Now this is what the roof looks like after letting it oxidize mostly. You can see some of it's still not fully oxidized, but it doesn't look as bad as I thought it might. I still don't know if I prefer the unoxidized look or the fully oxidized, so again, let me know in the comments. But there is one more thing that I've worked on, and this is big. Now obviously if you're building a zoo, especially in hardcore Minecraft, there's one mob in particular that needs to be added. The most dangerous mob in all of Minecraft, lurking in the deep dark. Of course, I'm talking about the Warden. So I built this blackstone wall and iron vault to make sure the Warden cannot escape, and if you go down, it leads to a staircase. You can never be too safe when it comes to Wardens. And on the bottom layer, it gradually changes to wool to mitigate your sound, and it leads to the Warden chamber. Now there's a couple of reasons why I can't have the Warden upstairs with the rest of the mobs. So the main reason is that in this game, mobs make noises and the Warden will be attracted to it and just kill everyone. Not to mention he'll kill me if I try and open any of my chests. But anyways, now that the main storage room is totally finished and decorated, and that a lot of the mob enclosures are also decorated, I think it's finally time that we add mobs into the zoo. And I think I'd like to start with my baby boy, Yogurt. Ah! Yogurt! He's not happy about moving. Now he can just go right in and I can jump out and hopefully nothing goes wrong. Okay, I do want to try making it so that Yogurt doesn't have to be killed. I'm hoping maybe he can fit as is. Okay, come here, Yogurt. What's wrong? Why are you stuck? No, Yogurt's stuck? What are you stuck on? Oh, okay, Yogurt's free. Yogurt's free. Great. Look at me and my little baby. Aww. Okay, I'm not totally sure how I want to do this, but I was thinking I would just jump in and hope I don't die. Yeah, come in here, Yogurt. Yogurt's in! Yogurt's in! Yogurt's in! Oh my god. Okay. I almost died. I almost just lost my hardcore server to a slime. Okay, well I guess we're just gonna have a million of the little babies instead of a big one. Yogurt almost killed me! That's actually crazy, and now I'm really worried about gathering the Warden. Dude, this might end up being the end of this world. I can't believe how low I got. That's crazy. Also, immediately I'm thinking that there might be too many slimes. I'm already getting annoyed by the sound. I think I need to thin them out a little bit. We're gonna try 5. Hopefully that's not too annoying. Okay, I think the next mob we're going to be adding is bees. I'm going to add like maybe 2 bees into this enclosure, and that should be really easy. Because I have the honey farm over there, I'm just going to do this really lazily. I'm just going to lead a couple of them into the enclosure. Alright, I was looking for my lead and I totally forgot that I did a ton of netherite mining the other day. So we're finally going to have netherite on this world. Okay, let me craft all of those. I have 11. That's crazy, man. I have never had this much netherite before. How do you duplicate this? Oh, it's just netherrack. Okay. That's actually really good. It saves diamonds. Well, let me put down the smithing table, and we can get to fully netheriting everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa! Cover me in debris. Alright, there we are. There we are. There we are. Now I just need to grab my fortune pick as well, and then we have everything netherited. There we go. Alright, be honest. How cool do I look now? Okay, we're doing bees now. Where did the other one go? Did he just run away? What? Whatever. I guess there's a bee on the loose now. Where did that bee go? Oh, what? What is he doing in the redstone? And do this. No! 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 This copper golem's blocking me! I can't jump out! Are you kidding me? Where are they going? Oh my god, and I don't have blocks, and I'm about to throw my computer out the window. Dude, bees are ridiculous. Where did he just go? They're completely gone. Why are they attracted to the most weird, obscure spots that they could possibly ever hope to find? Thank you. Get attached. You guys are coming with me. Don't even think about doing something funny again. You know, this isn't the first time I've had troubles with bees either. In one of the first videos on this world, I had a really funny moment with some bees. I'll see if I can put that in the video right now. Why are there so many, like, tulips? Oh, my bad. Damn, there's a lot of bees. What? Oh, what? Oh my god, look at them all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Oh, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die to bees? Yeah, bees have been a menace to me on this world. Wait, could I just do like... oh, dang it. Could I just do... this and then run away? And won't the leads break? There we go! Perfect! Can I grab that? I don't have many leads. Let's go! Okay, we got our bees in the enclosure. Let's go! So let me know in the comments what we should name these bees. Okay, I'm going to be working on getting an endermite into the zoo, and I think this is a fun name. All talk, no mite. Let's go. I don't have many ender pearls. I probably will have to get more, but maybe I'll get lucky. But when has that ever happened? Oh, I'm really hoping I get lucky. Oh my god, I got lucky! It's done! That was so easy! He looks a little lonely in here. There's a good chance that I'll go through and add another 1 or 2 of them, but for right now, we're just gonna have 1. Okay, in preparation for the Warden, I'm getting a lot of stuff. This is all gonna make sense in a bit, but there's a lot of things I need to do to get ready for this. Okay, I think I just came up with a really good idea about how to deal with the Warden. So my Deep Dark is in the Stronghold, so obviously I'm going to use a nether tunnel to bring him over here, and I just realized, why don't I just build the portal to the overworld inside of his enclosure, so that way I don't have to deal with him at all after taking him to the nether. I think that's really smart. Okay, perfect. Well, let's see where this portal takes me. Hopefully it's nowhere near my other one. It's a little bit close to my other one. But that's okay. I was planning on getting rid of this portal in the overworld, the one that's like on the surface by the beach. I was planning on getting rid of it, so whatever. Okay, we're here in the Deep Dark. I think I'm gonna build a portal really close to the Shrieker. Then I won't have to move the Warden too much, and it will make it a lot easier. So let me, I don't know, right here. Perfect. There's been something I've been meaning to do in this world for a long time. So one of my least favorite parts of Minecraft is actually the nether. I absolutely hate it with all my heart. I never, ever want to go down into the nether. I hate it more than anything. So there's something I did to make this a bit better. So I managed to go up to the nether roof, and I've started working on a bit of like a nether hub. Actually, let's just fly. So you can see we've got our paths already all working out. A lot of it isn't fully done, and I did the little piston glitch to break through the bedrock, and we have a way to get back to the regular nether if we ever need. But just over here are the other 2 portals that I've built throughout the world. This one leads to the Deep Dark, and this one to the Stronghold, the end portal. So this is pretty much going to be my nether hub. You can see I haven't fully finished it. I ran out of lanterns, and there's not really any other decorating. But I'm super, super happy to have this this nether roof hub going on, because I absolutely hate the nether. Also, I know some people consider like nether roof to be cheating, especially because you can't do it in bedrock or something like that. Oh, hello. There we go. Especially because you can't get to it in bedrock, so a lot of people say that it's cheating, it's a glitch, and you shouldn't do it. I don't care, I'm doing it. But it's Monday today, and I want to get this video posted for this weekend, so I'm running out of time. I think I'm gonna have to just lock in and finish this project. And again, not every single module is going to have mobs, because I want to get your guys' input on the names, but I want to get most of everything else done. So starting with another thing I did off camera, we have the super smelter up here, and just down the stairs I worked on this one, which I'm going to be putting frogs in actually, but through here we have a lava farm. And we got all of our buckets and stuff in here, so now we'll never run out of lava and obsidian and fuel for those the guys up there. But I think the next thing I should work on is getting more mobs. That's definitely one of the things that this zoo is lacking the most, and you know, besides like the exterior hallway decorations, which I don't even know if I'll get to this episode, I'm running out of time. And besides, I know there's only one thing you guys want to see, the Warden. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Let's go grab one of those cuddly boys. And there's a few things I need to do to prepare for the Warden, so I'm gonna brew up a few very powerful potions that will hopefully ensure that I don't die here. But I have my doubts. Oh goodness. Okay, well I am getting nervous. This is the point where we go grab a Warden and bring it to our base and storage room in hardcore Minecraft. This is gonna go bad. I don't think there's anything else I need. I just gotta do it, and yeah. Okay, I think we're all ready. Let's just put that here to the deep dark. I'm not scared at all. Okay, one of the things I haven't really considered is how am I going to do this? Huh. Like, after I get the Warden through the portal, how am I gonna get through the portal? Do I just maybe go to that one? That makes sense. But then how do I get back home? And here we are, the deep dark. So we have a Shrieker right there. I need to do a bit more preparation to get it so the Warden will just go immediately into the portal. I don't want to be like messing around and have something go wrong before it's supposed to go wrong, you know? Dude, everywhere we dig here, there's like particles that are saying, oh, Warden, this way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, somebody in the comments for the short that I made recommended this name for a Warden, Wiggles. I think that's a really fun name, so that's the one we're going to do. And I think we are fully set now. Nothing else is in our way. Let's grab this Warden. Okay, the game plan for the Warden is this. Step 1, remove some of that wool and step on the Shrieker. Step 2, rename the Warden to Wiggles. Step 3, run my little booty into the hole over there and hopefully he follows me and goes straight into the portal. Step 4 is to go up to this tunnel, then access the nether through my end portal. Nether portal. That's such a weird sentence. It took me like 12 tries to get that right. Then step 5 is to bring him through the nether roof over to the overworld in our main base and hope nothing goes wrong. Okay, and it all starts with removing some wool. So I need to remove the wool, spawn the Warden, rename the Warden, and then run like the dickens over there. Okay, that should not be it. I think I need 3 or 4 times until he spawns. Oh, this is so scary. This is so scary. This is so scary. Dude, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Oh, this is such a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Okay, I think this is it. This will spawn the Warden. Okay, okay. Get ready, get ready. I need to rename him. I need to rename him. Oh, that's a bad spot. I got him! He's renamed. He's renamed. He's renamed. Okay, run. Okay. Is he mad at me? Is he mad at me? I can't see him. Oh, he's mad. He's mad. He's mad. He's mad. He's mad. Run. Okay. Oh, dude, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. He's in the nether. He's in the nether. We're good. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. Okay, here we are. There it is. Okay. Now I need, what do I want for my blocks right now? I want to have my elytra and rockets. That's it, because I'm going to be flying away to gain some distance. Okay. There he is. Oh, he's already mad. He's already mad. He's already mad. He's already mad. That's good, though. That's good. Okay, he's on his way. He's on his way. Aww. Is somebody upset? Aww. Somebody. Oh, he's mad. Okay. Maybe let's not taunt him right now. Psych. Big loser. Okay. I didn't prep anything here. He walked through it. Are we good? Okay, now I need to go back to the end and then fly home. Because I don't want to go through that portal in case he didn't fall down. A little anticlimactic, but that's okay. Oh my god, I think we dug into a mountain. Because I'm at Y level 100. What is this? God! Now this is the part where we have to hope it didn't somehow escape. Down into the Warden chamber we go. Oh, I hear him. I hear him. Oh! He did not! He did not fall down! He can't fit! No! I messed up! He can't fit down the hole! Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. I can't believe I did that. Oh, okay! Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. He gets mad when I get close. Maybe I should just, like, leave for a while. He's totally calmed down. There's, like, no heartbeat anymore. Okay. Can he get through? He fell! He fell! He's in the hole! Okay, okay, we just did it, we did it. Okay, he's fully encased now. Even though that didn't matter, I feel a lot safer. We now have a warden in a zoo. Oh! 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 I mean, you know, him and I, we don't need to be friends. I can leave you alone. I just wanted to get a video clip. We now have a warden in our storage system in hardcore Minecraft. Alright, you know what guys, I think this is where I'm gonna end this video. We did so much, obviously doing all of this storage room, and doesn't it just look incredible? Remember to let me know in the comments if you prefer the orange look or this current green one. Now you might be saying that this storage room is not done, and you're right, it's not, but I do want to save some for next episode. So the main thing we're going to be doing next episode is working on these outer walkways and getting the decoration done, as well as doing more of the mob. Like, what should we put in the diamond enclosure? Remember to let me know which mobs you'd like to see in the zoo, and what their names should be. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. And yeah, stay kind, take it easy. Bye-bye.